Hello and good morning. Thank you for joining the Docuseek webinar today. I want to also thank Christina at Mobius for this opportunity. My name is Julie Wang and I'm part of the sales and marketing team at Docuseek. Also joining this webinar is my colleague sales and marketing manager, Elena Wayne. Today, I'll be presenting an in-depth overview of Docuseek so you can leave with a better understanding of what we do. I'll leave time for Q&A at the end, so feel free to submit your questions using the chat function. There will also be a recording of this presentation available to you, and we can send a copy of the slides. Just reach out to me or Christina at Mobius. I'll also share my contact details at the end. What is Docuseek? Docuseek was created almost 8 years ago when streaming was just emerging in the educational market. Docuseek was created by two long-standing film distributors you might already know, Bullfrog Films and Icarus Films. Today, the Docuseek collection contains almost 1,700 titles made up of exclusive content from 16 distributors. We are unique in that we have close relationships with our distribution partners and filmmakers to bring you exclusive, award-winning, and timely content. The Docuseek collection is highly curated and widely used in all major academic disciplines. Our streaming feature. This slide lists our best streaming features. As you can see, Docuseek has the latest features for bringing content to your campuses. I'll expand on a few here that we get asked regularly. Our platform is accessed through IP proxy, and any of our films that you license can embed into your learning management system. We license individual titles all the way up to the entire Docuseek collection. And our terms are 1 year, 3 year, and life of file. We provide MARC records and upload metadata to Discovery Services quarterly. We support accessibility requirements such as closed captioning for 99% of our collection. There is easy access to tools such as analytics, usage, counter reports, playlists, and clip making tools through a dashboard. If you register on our website, you can view up to 10 minutes of every title, and we also offer free 30-day trials. We offer LTI integration and are VPAT compliant. Introducing the Docuseek website. We wanted to show you a screenshot of our website as we recently updated it to a clean, new, user-friendly look. From the homepage, anyone can browse new releases, subject areas, our curated collections, and highlighted films of the month, such as our most popular films and spotlights on a thematic collection, such as this month we are highlighting our Women's History collection. If you're not yet a full subscriber, you can see what your subscriptions will include. We include trailers for each film, and if you want to view a full 10-minute clip, as I mentioned before, you can register on our website without any obligation. Now onto our subject areas. Here's a sample list of our subject areas that our films can be used in. Our most popular and strongest subject areas are anthropology, film studies, health, global studies, and sustainability. As I mentioned earlier, we have a highly curated collection, and on our website, you can take a deeper dive and look up specific subject areas on a specific country or even a specific historical event. Our subject areas are diverse to cover all your faculty needs. Some of our distributors. So here's some of the distributors by name currently on Docuseek. The largest collections are from Bullfrog Films and Icarus Films. We are excited that we're continuing to grow. We've recently added Film Movement, First Run Features, and First Hand Films, all well-known and established film distributors. All titles from these distributors are exclusive on Docuseek with no overlap on other streaming platforms. I wanted to point out our new releases list that can be accessed from the Docuseek homepage. This is a quick and easy way to access upcoming new releases. Since schools are continuing online courses, we are working to make films available sooner. So this is a great place to check on what's coming up. For subscribers, the new releases list also is a way to see what films will be added to your subscription in the quarterly updates. And now here's a sample of our amazing new fall releases. We are really excited about We Are the Radical Monarchs, which was recently broadcast on PBS, which is about an alternative to the Scout movement for girls of color. Border South is about human rights violations against immigrants. Cooked, by the filmmaker of Blue Vinyl, is about structural racism that occurred during the worst heat disaster in US history. And we're excited to have the Best Documentary winner at the Cannes Film Festival, The Cordillera of Dreams. So just a sampling of the types of films that we acquire on a regular basis. Now we get to the heart of the presentation, which is our licensing models. Docuseek understands the different needs of schools and budgets, so we offer several licensing and payment options. Our pricing is based on the Carnegie classification for your school. In addition, because of the uncertainty with budgets right now, we froze all of our prices for the time being. The most cost-effective options are two main collections, the Docuseek Complete Collection, 2nd edition, and the Essential Collection. The Docuseek Complete 2nd edition includes all 1,700 titles on Docuseek and is expected to reach 1,800 titles by the end of this year. Not only is this collection the lowest cost per title, it is also the greatest benefit since you don't have to pick and choose titles based on faculty request. In addition, if you need a new title sooner than the scheduled update, just reach out to us and we're happy to add it to your subscription if the title is available. This collection definitely grows with you and is available for 1 year, 3 year, life of file, and evidence-based acquisition, or EBA. To quickly explain how EBA works, you will get complete access to the entire Docuseek collection, and at the end of the subscription period that you choose, 1 or 3 years, you will select 10 or 40 titles for life of file acquisition. EBA is popular because you definitely get something in return for your subscription dollars. Our second main collection is what we call the Essential Collection or Core Collection. The Essential Collection is made up of 800 most popular, best-selling, and new release titles. We recalibrate this collection each year to keep it fresh and current with titles that are needed and used. The Essential Collection is popular with schools just acquiring streaming and is available for 1 or 3 year subscriptions. A quick note about the Essential Collection. If you are ever in a situation where we removed a title and it's needed the following year, we do offer a discounted add-on rate for additional titles. If the Complete and Essential collections are not for you right now, we do offer options for single title licensing and smaller collections. If your institution is focused on single title acquisitions, you can order on an individual title basis or take advantage of our token program, which saves you money per title. If you can't commit to a minimum of 15 titles, our token program automatically brings down the price per title, and you can even bring down the price further with your Mobius discount. Tokens are great for campuses that have been asked to only accommodate faculty requests and is a great way to save your campus funding without a huge commitment. Tokens are open to use throughout the year of purchase and are offered at additional price breaks the more tokens that you buy. Tokens can be purchased for 1 or 3 year licenses or life of file. A couple of other notes on what we offer. With the switch to streaming, I'm sure a lot of you have purchased DVDs that are now streaming or required for streaming. We do offer discounts for DVD streaming upgrades if the title is streaming on Docuseek. Another smaller collection option, before I move on to our newest offering, is you can purchase specific collections or subject areas. For example, you can purchase just the Bullfrog Films collection, just the Icarus Films collection, or just the Women's Studies or Anthropology collection. Docuseek Select. We are excited to finally announce our latest offering that we formed based on feedback from our librarian customers to fill the new needs of the pandemic. With the guidance of media librarians, we created Docuseek Select. Docuseek Select is for those looking to curate their own collections by allowing you to build your own title collection by selecting subject modules most used on your campus, up to 400 titles. Docuseek Select may be licensed for 1 year, 3 years, or for life of file. You can see a sample here on this slide of some of the available modules that you select to bring your total collection to 400 titles. I'll run a live demo of this shortly. As you select modules, the total title count will adjust to indicate the number of titles that you have selected, accounting for any overlap between the modules. We also include a surprise module, which is a special module created by Docuseek of our most popular and newest titles. We also offer tokens in the mix to top off your collection so that it reaches 400. On the other hand, if you find yourself over 400 titles, we also offer discounted add-on rates for additional titles. You must register on our website to have access to Docuseek Select, but as I mentioned before, there's no obligation once you register on our website. Now I'll switch screens to run a live demo of Docuseek Select. So right now I'm logged in as a registered user on the Docuseek website. To get to this homepage, you would type in secure/select after docuseek2.com. And now you can see all the modules available. There are 150, 25, and 10 title modules. And clicking on the module title takes you to the collection list in that module. I'll show you the bestsellers list. So as you can see here, it pulls up a list of all the titles in the bestseller module. Going back, we also offer a download button next to each module that will download all the titles in that module to an Excel sheet that you can use and share with your staff to make the decision on module selections. I'll show you a sample of this downloaded spreadsheet after I finish this demo. Now we can select our modules to curate a 400 title collection. So I will pick our most popular subject areas: anthropology, bestsellers, health, sustainability. We'll check women's studies, down here education. So you can see the calculator at work. It's now at 331 titles, and I mentioned before it does account for overlap, so that is a real number. And we can go back up to get closer to that 400. I'll select global studies, race and racism, and our surprise module. So now we're at 381 titles. So this is a great time if you wanted to go ahead and click on top off with tokens, which again works like our token program that I explained earlier. And that should bring you up to 400 titles. So once you're done, you have the option to download selected title list. You can clear your selections and start over. You can save for later, or you can submit your request. Once you submit your request, we'll contact you to go over your selections, answer any questions, and provide a quote. So this process does not result in a real order. You can always also refer back to the instructions up on top. So now I'll go back to the slides. So here's what the downloaded module looks like that I showed you in the demo. This sample is for anthropology and archaeology. It lists distributor, title, description, year, length. Also, it gives a direct link back to our website and a couple of other more columns with more information. Now that I've covered how to subscribe and license our films, I want to tell you about our marketing program for subscribers. We are extremely proud of this program because it's how we stay with you to make Docuseek a successful collection on your campus after you have purchased a subscription. We even have dedicated staff to help you market our collection. We've come up with nearly every promotional idea we could think of to run a successful campaign. One of the tools we provide, which is not pictured here, is a search widget that can be embedded on your website and LibGuides. Right now, you are looking at some of our promotional flyers. We have over 20 flyers that you can use to showcase the Docuseek collection. It's based on subject area or theme, and these can be used on your website or hung around your campus. We also provide complete sets of these promotional pieces electronically, and even we also mail a starter kit of printed material. Here's a sample postcard. We find that they are popular with students to pick up if they're out on display. We can also provide Docuseek pens. We've seen our customers clip them to the postcard and then put them in mailboxes, in faculty mailboxes. Postcards are also available in various subject areas. This is just one sample. We also have printed bookmarks. If your library is open, you can put them out or use as giveaways. One other note I forgot to mention on our electronic copies that we'll provide, you are able to customize any verbiage or copy on them. And we're also happy to send any more materials that you need. Just reach out to us. And finally, our shelf talkers, which was also created by customer feedback on what would help market the Docuseek collection on campus. They are easy to use. These shelf talkers are printed and designed to slip in between books in the library to remind students and faculty that online media collections complement courses and reading materials. We also put QR codes on these marketing pieces to make it easy for students to access on their electronic devices. So the QR code is on the shelf talkers and the bookmarks. And finally, another really exciting idea that came from one of our customers because of the move to online learning is using the announcement page of your learning management system to promote Docuseek. We can actually send you information, a sample, and a sample on how this one particular campus did that. So we'll leave you with a quote from one of our longtime customers, Chris Lewis from American University. Chris says, if you love documentaries, Docuseek is an embarrassment of riches. There's simply no other documentary collection on par with Docuseek. Again, thank you so much for your time today. I know everyone's extremely busy, but we do hope to see you on board in the near future. Here are my contact details. I'm available by phone or email. I also want to thank Mobius, Christine at Mobius again for this opportunity and all her help in getting the word out about our webinar. We'd love for you to sign up for our newsletters. You can do that from our homepage. We only email once a quarter, and it is the best way to get updates and news from us. You can also find us on all the social media platforms. And now, if there are any questions, I'm happy to answer them. So there is a question about Open Athens. Yes, we do have an entire tech team devoted to working on this, but the last update I did here is that we are in the process of getting Open Athens up and running. There is a question about PPR. Okay, so that's a really great question. Our licenses cover all free streaming on campus. So in other words, as long as admission is not charged and it is not advertised to the public, our license fees account for that. So you can screen it in the classroom, you can do free screenings to students on campus, just as long as there's no admission charge and is not advertised to the public. So there's a question about how I mentioned how our pricing is based on Carnegie classification for our licensing. So the way it works is this is why we ask each school to contact us for a specific quote, because depending on how big you are or how small you are, we base our pricing on that. So we don't expect we don't give the same price to a tiny 500 student college, the same price we would give a huge research campus. So our pricing is tiered, and Christina at Mobius would be happy to send those out to you. Okay, great. Well, hopefully I've answered all your questions in the presentation. Thank you again for joining. Again, we are available at all times to answer any questions or discuss anything further. Again, thank you for your time, and I wish everyone a happy Monday and a great rest of the week. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.